It's time for the main quest. I have rescued Esbern, found out that the dragons aren't just coming back to Skyrim, they're coming back to life. And to find more answers on how to defeat Alduin, we're gonna take a look at the Old Blades headquarters to find Alduin's Wall. Now, I should let you know that I'm gonna be doing this quest and the one where I meet Paarthurnax, so there's gonna be a lot of dialogue. Probably half of the episode is just gonna be Paarthurnax talking, so if you don't care about the lore, because you already seen it 1,000 times, I completely understand, or if that's not your cup of tea, this one might not be the video for you. But if you have that nostalgia itch, or you're into my 100% run, then this video absolutely is for you. Now, an extremely fun fact. Everything in this place is solved by knowing the Dragonborn rune? Is that a rune? I'm gonna call it a rune. And not that I feel like it, but this place would have been really good to just power level restoration. I know how cute Esbern is explaining it after I already found out. Thanks though, yeah, I'm just gonna skip. We're too close, let's just do it. The flames should stop, it's now safe. And what a beautiful animation. Not gonna find any more enemies in this place, and we've now come to Skyhaven Temple. What a safe! Oh, that safe had nothing!
Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Reman Cyrodiil?
I mean, do you really want the Dragonborn to injure his own hand? Just for a freaking wall, you should have written a book, man. Also, Akaviri is a much cooler name than Blades. They're really slow walking, so by the time... Ow, I hit my head. But yeah, they're so slow I have looted the whole place.
We need information, not a lecture.
By the time they arrive, right now.
Yes, let's see what we have.
Yeah, give me a history lesson, old man. Let's try and find out.
Here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Toms, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it.
You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
Sounds like a tale from Sovngarde, Delphine.
Probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask Arngeir.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the Old Blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Oh, you're so precious. Their little cult.
The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the Blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they kneel, their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
As if the Blades aren't trying to use me for their own endeavors.
Sky above, voice within.
Sky above, Alduin on the
run
floor.
Who have you been talking to?
Delphine. The Blades. They helped. I had to.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Hey, you're not the boss of me. I'm the main protagonist and you're not essential.
What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
Oh, you're really not gonna help me?
No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make.
Yeah, I know, but can you teach me?
I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it.
Oh.
It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
Why is it that frowned upon?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
Okay, but if it's lost, how can I defeat Alduin? Got an idea, though?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Then I think it's high time to meet Paarthurnax.
You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer.
Remind me, why haven't I met him
He lives
yet?
in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Okay, so just take a hike and...
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Good, because I'm gonna need to unlock every single shout for this run. So let's learn Clear Skies. I'm not gonna show the path to Paarthurnax, because it's literally just finding a troll. There's literally nothing to it other than using the shout to open the way. So it's now unlocked. He still has to give me his understanding so I don't have to use Dragon
I will
Souls.
grant you my understanding of Clear Skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
Thanks.
Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Now I'll still show you an example of how it works, although I would suspect that every single one of you already play this. The game's old. The game is 12 years old, in fact. But yeah, let's just move on ahead to the throat of the world and come to the shocking realization that Paarthurnax is a Dova. By the way, he's gonna say Crozes a couple times. Crozes means sorry.
I am Paarthurnax.
tracks.
That's all I know, though.
Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
Ya boys literally called me.
Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech.
Okay, let me just... Dragonrand, can you teach me? 'Cause Alduin's back and all.
Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. The word calls you. Go to it.
Ah, the final word of the fire breath. Shout.
You'll understand fire as the Dove do.
Oh, Athos. Still haven't forgiven him for what he did. I craft him one of the best one-armed weapons in the game, and he just drops it in the middle of a dungeon.
Now,
Unacceptable.
Show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova.
To him, I'm just shouting, Fire! Inferno! Sun!
Yes, Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
I mean, he seems happy. Doesn't he? Oh, no, he's just tired of staying in one place, so he's gonna move a little bit. Alright, bro. So you, wanna keep it up, or...?
You have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw, mortal. Even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Well, if you could teach me Dragonrand, it would help massively.
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
Oh, so you were expecting it and you sent no one to find the Elder Scroll.
Alduin Comate Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
That's not a way for me to learn it.
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
The best dialogue option ever. I like this world. I don't want it to end.
As good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lin Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born?
Seriously, this is just being a badass. The next world will have to take care of itself.
A fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Ulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world?
I don't know. Dragons like mountains.
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated.
Using Dragonrend, right?
Yes and no. Viknuzny Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Noted. Just gotta send Alduin forth in time again.
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
Okay, can you explain the Elder Scroll thingy?
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suyek.
My man spoke a lot, gave me a lot of context, and I still don't know what to do.
Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Oh, you could have said that before. By the way, you wouldn't know where it
No,
is.
I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
True, I am the one going around. So back to Asburn
Trust
or
your
Arngir.
instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
We're gonna meet someone special on the next one.